Alright, I'm back. Today I actually started in here and I finished scraping the floor to get all as much of that gray tape and glue, whatever, out as I could. And I then stared at the layout for a good 2 hours. So rule number one is you want your entryway to be full tiles. So I'm going off these two, and then what I did was, to get the distance wise, I laid out my tiles all the way to the back on that left side to get distance wise. That way I would know what my little cut at the end there, how wide that was going to be. Then, I'd also like to point out this gray is not the tape. That's actually a thin set that's drying the mortar. Then I went lengthwise, starting from this corner, and I had my laser level out, so I based it off this tile. This is what I based it off of, and that shoots a line at the end there. And by the way, this is, you can learn more about this on my tiling in the kitchen video, but it's basically Amazon. I think it was 35 bucks maybe. It's an awesome tool to have. So that gives me my mark there on the wall. So that's how wide these cuts are going to be. And then from that tile in the very corner, the far left corner, that's my starting tile. And based off that, that's where I went. I did the first four square tiles, or tiles to make a square in that far left corner. That's how I started. I made sure all those were square along my laser line, and then I moved to the right and then moved work backwards to the door. And as you can see, I got to this point, the door opening, and that's where I've stopped for today. This took, after I got the layout, it took maybe, I don't know, 2 hours, we'll say. I had to make 3 batches of thin set mortar as I go, and that takes a good 15-20 minutes for the slagging process to cure. So, and I also, every cut in here was a straight cut. I didn't have to have any notches like these, the 2-door notches. I'm going to use the wet saw that I have, which is a cheap Harbor Freight. I think it was like 45 bucks on super sale wet saw, but it does the job. Give me those 2 pieces, and then from there I work my way. I'm going to work my way around this corner to the back here, and then finally to the doorway. Also, it should be pointed out that so the tile that I'd left over, which I was hoping that width of the tile should be perfect for this right here. So the last full tile should butt up right about here. And I'm just going to leave this open, untiled, obviously. I'll have to work around that still, but that's my plan. So tomorrow, Monday, done for today. Whatever, I didn't want to break out the wet saw. The thing is super messy. But I made some headway today. I'm real pleased. And it went fast. After you get the layout and I made all my cuts, then it was just a matter of me crawling around in here, slapping down the thin set, making sure everything was all squared away, and just moving down the way. This is way easier than it was the first time, and I feel real confident in my tiling ability after this. The second bathroom will be a real piece of cake. Alright, thanks for watching.